tired, heavy, and it feels like you don't want to work out. But always remember that how I love basketball, and it's how I keep working. And for me, my challenges here in the States is how they play, and being an international player, a player from Asia. They don't really give you the respect right away. You have to earn it because you really have like great players here. So every time I play, I just have to earn everybody's respect and play my hardest.
Right. While playing with the G League right now, they're offering to pay for 4 years of college at Arizona State for you, correct?
Yeah.
So if you do make it to the league after the first year, would you want to come back after your time in the league to finish the rest of the years off?
That's a good question. I haven't really thought of that yet. But as like me and my mom always talked about, me studying and finishing college, and she always told me that is going to be a big thing for me, and I do believe it is. So I don't know yet as of now, but I always want to like pursue my education, and I'm excited to do and to study and what it feels like to be a college student.
You're 7'2", you shoot, and you can also handle the ball. I know a lot of the big men in the league right now, some of them can't even shoot from outside the free throw line. With that part of your game, did you always want that to be one of your strengths?
Yeah, of course, because my dad, before when I was like still a kid, he tried to teach me almost everything, to shoot from everywhere. And just growing up watching my dad. I think he's a good shooter. Before, not now, but before he was. And he just taught me like how to shoot from all the spots and how to have like easy shots that like effortless. I think I learned I think I've improved my shooting because of him, and also because of my trainers. So yeah.
Sure. How about for the ball handling part?
Ball handling, yeah. My dad always knew that I'm gonna be this tall, so he didn't start training me as like a guard, because growing up in the Philippines, I was always the tallest one. So every coach has to teach me how to be a big guy. And then I think my dad was one of the few trainers or coaches that I had that taught me ball handling. But as soon as I got here, I almost like every trainer that I had, taught me how to get better in ball handling, and that's been working me. That's been like working a lot for me.
I just finished writing an article on the Brooklyn Nets on how 7 of their current players in the bubble played a combined 157 G League games, right? And for moments like these players stepped up and helped bring the Nets to a record of 5-3. In other cases, players like Pascal Siakam and Duncan Robinson took their games to another level within the G League. Knowing that, does that make you more confident to be in the position you are right now with the G League?
Of course, I think for an 18-year-old player coming straight out of high school, I think being in the G League is really a big thing for me, for a player like me. And I always expect I don't know if it's called the best or the worst, but I know I'm going to be playing against great players, stronger players, faster players. So I'm just trying to get ready to be better, and I think that's going to be the best way for me to improve, to play against players like them, and to be around an amazing coaching staff and amazing teammates. I just can't wait.
All right, Kai, this one's going to be a little spicy. If you could join or help any team right now in the NBA playoffs and jump right into their system, which team would it be and why?
In the playoffs, I wanted to say the Spurs, but the Spurs are not in the playoffs anymore. But if I want to help a team, I think I want to be in Lakers because I'm just a huge LeBron James fan, and I know I trust them to be champions this year. And if I can be part of a team, I would definitely choose the Lakers. And if you're asking for my first year, I want to be a champion for my first year right now. So yeah, Lakers.
So I'm also half Filipino, and I've been raised with my grandmother who watches the Filipino channels all the time. And I remember when Manny Pacquiao was always winning his fights and his battles, but he was seen as the hero in the Philippines. And I feel like when you make it to the NBA, because I believe that you will, and you can be the face of the NBA for the Philippines, how do you feel knowing that you have that type of impact on your country?
That's a huge thing for me. It's kind of unfair to compare me to Manny Pacquiao because Manny Pacquiao is the GOAT. And I have seen how Manny Pacquiao affected Philippines, not just in sports, but like in life. Every time there's a Manny Pacquiao, match or battle, everybody stops and just watches. And I just hope one day that I can get that effect on people, on Filipinos. So